Do you know what I just realized? Zaberi, what are you saying? What are you telling me, bro? I was just playing that intro, yeah, and I was thinking, I'm just gonna let it ride, man. I was enjoying it. I think I was enjoying it probably more than the game that we just witnessed, but we're gonna get into that. People, welcome back. Post Match Khanage is in the building. Me and the Colonel are in the building.
Big
Colonel,
up,
what are you
people.
telling
Big
me?
up.
Been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man, and it's also been a minute since we've seen like a dominant performance. We're like, yep, at it again. So I think it's going with the flow of the season. Heat was
Yeah,
harder than the game, but the result flatters us. To be fair, few shaky man in there, and there's a few solid gems still. After say,
we're gonna
few
discuss it all, man. We're gonna get into it slowly but
few
surely.
solid gems in there.
We're gonna get into it like Liverpool, slowly but surely. You know, it wasn't the most exciting game. We're not gonna try to hype up something that it wasn't, but we're gonna discuss it. We got things to talk about: the lineup, young Quansah's performance, young Elliot. I'm sorry, I'm gonna keep calling him young because he's young, and young Gravenberch. So that's three youngsters that impressed me a lot today. We're gonna get into it. But Total Eclipse says, yo guys, keep getting those likes up. It's true, man. Samba says, what a crap game, bro. We're not gonna come here and tell you, yeah, ridiculous game. Tempo was fast. We were on it. No, we're gonna tell you how it is, bro. Um Total Eclipse says, dead performance, but got the win. So yeah, man. Shane says, didn't get to watch the game, but saw Ryan scored. Maybe Klopp and Co have done it again. We're gonna discuss that, Shane. We're gonna discuss that. That's probably gonna be main topic about this Ryan Gravenberch fella. Um, Gian says, evening lads, job done? Question mark. No need to question mark, my bro. Job definitely done. Good process. Smash the likes. Quansah solid. Gravenberch class and man of the match. Bring on Brighton. Um, yeah, we're gonna talk about throw Gravenberch that let's set because we know Curtis Jones is suspended for sure now, so he misses that chance. And I guess we go to the lineups. Young Kelleher, who's been playing in the cups, Colonel, and he's been doing well. So it looks like Kelleher's our keeper, our cup keeper. But he had a little timeout today because apparently he had a little clash in training, a couple of stitches, nothing serious, but enough to keep him out. Did you anticipate or did you want young Petaluga to get his chance? Because apparently, by all accounts and the videos, he's been smashing it in training. Or was you like, nah, let's get serious. Let's get serious and bring in Allison because it's Europe, it's football. We need to win games.
Yeah, I am trying to get in the vein of the question you're asking, but I can care less, bro. We're acting like we wasn't throwing Kelleher a bone in these competition anyway. Bro, you're not available. That's on you. Because I was actually rooting for him, saying he should
Yeah,
be able to get at least 6 Prem games.
100.
Bro, if you ain't available for the cup games that we're throwing you a bone with, it's out of you all day. It's not even... I'm just glad he didn't throw Adrian the bone, because I'd have been like, Clark, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
I forgot
But
about that. Mm.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it's not about, the other guy, bro. We were doing Kelleher a favor by saying the cup games are yours. Now, here's
Mhm.
my biggest quarrel. If you're not available, whether it be a knock, something uncontrollable, I can understand. If you're not available because you're not looking after yourself, I can't understand that much. In moments like this, availability as a professional player is your greatest asset. You cannot be taking
Yeah, but
nonsense with that.
you're being slightly harsh, Captain.
Oh no,
Like
no, no, no! It's
in
not about
training.
harsh to the guy, Grizz. It's about the question you ask. Like, should we give it to the other youngster? Nah, bro. Who's giving the youngster a slot? He's not available. Back to the real guy. We ain't messing about. We're Liverpool. You
Mm,
said this when you
mm,
said Carvalho should sit down, and I'm like, nah, Grizz, let Carvalho slide in there. Bro,
mm.
this is the same thing. If the
By the
guy you're
way,
giving a shot ain't available, gotta throw the main man back.
by the way, we got a correction. Adrian's not in the European squad. Of course, we forget he wasn't registered, so he was left out. Great shout. Um, Lil M Forces in the building. He says Zuberi was right about Quansah. But these other centre backs, he is the future. What you been saying about Quansah? We're gonna get into Quansah.
Nah, don't do the amnesia thing on me. You're the one telling me about this Caldwell guy. I'm like, yo, who the F is that? You're like, ah, Chelsea's that, man. Zubiri, the next best thing. And I'm like, stick a pin. Who talk? And then the next time we talk, I'm saying Quansah's him. You're like, I don't know, too early. He's not man of the match today, but he's a close third.
Okay.
Close third.
Don't be giving away your 1 and 2s, man. Come on, relax. Don't be giving them away. We're gonna talk.
Nah, I gave away the third. You know?
You gave away the third. But listen, I looked at the rest of the lineup, right? I personally couldn't understand why Curtis Jones wasn't starting, considering he's going to be missing 3 games minimum. That's spread over at least 3 weeks, because you got to remember international break. So Curtis is not going to be playing a lot of football unless he's playing international football. I'm not sure if the under-21s have got any games over the international break. I'm pretty sure they have. So I guess that's where he's going to get his gameplay. Was you surprised Curtis Jones didn't get a 30 start? We know Jota was going to get a 30 start. The rest of the team, Mohamed Salah, yeah, Mohamed Salah, and if he wants to be Pandy Pitch, he's Pandy Pitch. You get me, Mohamed Salah.
Jones starting for me was probably one of those decisions, almost like his red card as well. If it was given, I wouldn't complain. If it wasn't given, not complaining. Start him, I wouldn't have complained. Not starting, still wouldn't have complained. Because here's how you have to break it down. Gravenberch is definitely starting. So Jones would have been in for Elliott. Elliott didn't play last game. Is it Elliott's fault he didn't play last game? You know what I'm trying to say? So it's one of them ones where you go, well, let Elliott get the start. If we need Jones, we'll bring him in. Gravenberch definitely has to start. Endo definitely has to start. Are we going to then put, Jones left wing just to shoehorn him in? I'm glad Klopp didn't do that, because that's what I would have done. I would have shoehorn him in left wing, but I'm not going to do that, and I'm glad Klopp didn't do it. Didn't want to see Nunez over there, but it is what it is.
Well, it wasn't Nunez. This is the other thing we're going to get into as well. But the rest of the team picks itself, right? Trent ain't played in a little while. We knew he's going to get around 60 minutes. I don't know how many he ended up getting, something like that. Konate, Quansah gets another start. Tsimikas is the midweek left back. We know that. Are you surprised with the Konate situation? How you feeling? What are you feeling? Because it looks like Konate is the midweek guy, and Matip has reinvented himself or firmed his starting place. Or is it still flexible? It's still flexible. Nothing ain't been decided. It's just horses for courses. And at the moment, Matip's reigning supreme. And then when Matip gets tired, because we know Matip can get tired as the season goes on, then Konate is going to be match sharp. Is that how you're looking at it? Or I don't know.
I never looked at it that way. I think we can now realize that the rotation with the center backs and right back and left back is being fully utilized this season. No quarrels could be said about that. If Konate play midweek and we win, Matip play on the weekends and we win, are you really caring who plays in what competition? It's just one of them ones. But Matip haven't been too bad. It was the end of Tottenham game, rightfully so. Down.
If you take that away, he's been superb. Give the man his flowers. I've been
that's what I'm trying to say. So your question just kind of put me in a position like I'm gonna have to just give Klopp some flowers with the rotation, because I think he's been pretty well managed. Everyone's been pretty well managed. I don't think there's a player we've been hanging out there, which is a good sign. That is a very good sign. So shout out to the manager.
The midfield is made up of Endo, who again seems to be the midweek DM guy. Gravenberch, obviously we know he's going to get some game time. And then Elliott as well. The front three surprised me, Colonel.
As well. Yeah, me as well. That was a weird one. I thought I was rooting for Dork. What happened to him?
He didn't even get on. So I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
You remember the last time we did this and we gave Cav the call up and we're saying that this is the first data point to assess him on. This would have been a game that required a better performance for him, and I think Pop Manager saved him from that. Because he has moments, not a lot of end product, and I'm pretty sure during the cup game, he always flashes a few balls across the face of the goal. None of our attackers are there. We don't seem to be marking the attackers down for that, but we're also not really praising him too much on the chances he's creating. So he's a bit of a weird one. Maybe the opposition wasn't right. I'm not quite sure if we'll see him get minutes. It's a weird one, man. I'm trying to make a case for him as well because he only had the one game so far in Europa, and I thought he should have got a run on, man.
I want him to play home games. So we know, like away from home, maybe some teams try to push up. He has a bit more space, etc., etc. But I want him to play home with the backing of the support, with the backing of the fans, and it's going to increase his confidence. I want him to play with good players around him. I wanted him to have minutes, man. Unless he's got a little knock, unless a little injury or something. I'm sure he could have come and done a job on that right wing when Elliot was hogging that right wing near the end, last 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think Elliot did a very good job. But then again, Grizz, he's very direct and attack-minded. And I think
we were still hanging on.
Just played it safe. Yeah, Clark might have just been like, I don't want to put you on to force the front foot issue when really and truly we need to be more, possession-based and just keep it tight. So maybe he's too offensive for the moment, so it's calm.
I think the timing was you're right. I think the time was not to bring him on because we were still 1-0 down and we didn't get the second goal obviously till late. But yeah, Ben Doak was a little bit of a disappointment. I'm not gonna lie. I like to see him given game time. Mohamed Salah, look, as we said, if he wants to be on the pitch, he's gonna be on the pitch. Nunez, was you surprised? Nunez. So look, Gakpo we know is injured. We know Gakpo is going to miss next couple of weeks, at least. We know Nunez is going to be our starting striker for the next 2 games at least. He's been suffering with a bit of muscle fatigue, but he could have done with a goal and some confidence. So for that reason, was you happy with him starting through the center and then Diogo through the left? Because I'm going to say it again, Diogo Jota stinks out on the left.
I thought Nunez is out on the left, to be fair. I was happy with Nunez starting. There was a part of me that wanted to go Jota and save Nunez for the Brighton
league, man.
I think it's Brighton next. Yeah.
League.
But the thing is, he was so hungry on the bench when we went 2 down. I was like, okay, maybe he'll come in this. I was backing him for a hat trick because when I was talking to you, I was like, 6-0. I thought my man was gonna rack up a hat trick. I'm not gonna say he missed a hat trick worth of chances, but he needs to be tightening up. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
We start off about the game, right? And it's okay. It's okay. It's not a bad start. It's very slow. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they were better than they. I thought they were not as good as I thought they were. A couple of people were telling me, they're quite decent. They reached the quarterfinals last season, people. They reached the quarterfinals of the Europa League. The top of the league. We know a lot of ballers have come from their leagues, from that team as well. Obviously, a lot of teams have picked off their players. I thought they were there for the taking in that opening 15, 20 minutes. And the way we prized them open in that, it was a Mohamed Salah chance first, clean through. Again, a bit lucky, very similar to the Jota chance at the end, where it's a bit of a ricochet, falls into Mohamed Salah. Great save or poor finish?
I mean, if the keeper got something on it, you can always say it's a great save.
You're a keeper, so you tell us, because I thought
I don't run that narrative. Man, I was joking when I said that.
No, you are. You're the keeper.
Listen, If the keeper get hands to it, you can put it off as a great save. If it was going on target, that is.
Oh yeah, it was on target. All right.
Yeah. So if it's going on target, keeper stops it. That's what he's there for, man. So you can say, I'm not gonna say great save, but he could have did a little bit better with that.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Mo tuck that away. I'm not gonna lie. I was looking to hopefully be 3-0 up after 30 minutes, and then a whole heap of changes.
100%. 100%.
We have another scintillating move after that. Elliot was probably for me the bright, along obviously with Gravenberch, we're going to touch upon. But this kid, every time he comes on the pitch, he does more. Every time he comes on the pitch, he shows more. I'm liking this season so far of little cameos from Harvey Elliott. Every time he's asked to do something, he's doing it, and he's getting better. You know, like school report, when the kids get their school report. And a couple of years ago, it was like, must do better, must work on. Harvey must work on this aspect, this aspect. He's working on them aspects, Colonel.
Yes, definitely developing. He's you can see that he wants to have an impact on the game, not come in the game and be a passenger. You can see that he wants to be a part of it going forward. In the second half, I can see him like trying to just do the possession thing. And I'm like, okay, not what I'm expecting, but okay. Like, you're not really doing silly turnovers. So he's always trying to be safe, look after the ball well. And going forward, he definitely made some really impressive little passes and patterns of play where I'm like,
well, that was the best. That was a highlight.
That one was it was nice because I think he drives with it, wait for the perfect moment. The defender comes in, space opens up, slips it through, and I'm gonna be very honest. If Nunez puts that away, which we'll talk about in a second, we're talking about that is a Harvey moment. Like Salah didn't need to do much with it. The way that the pass was so well timed and put there on a plate, and then Salah puts it back on a plate, and then I don't know what Nunez was doing with that. All he had to do was just eat what was on the plate. Wow. It wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. It was the right temperature. Grizz, your number 9 gets that.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. See, you guys are cool with Nunez, and obviously, I haven't got an agenda against Nunez, but I need my number 9 to be so cold-blooded and hungry for goals. I want my number 9 to just, as you said, if something goes on, finish your plate, finish your dinner. Don't leave nothing on your plate, because you don't know when you're gonna get fed next, bro. It's a hard word out there. What cost of living in that, man? Come on. Are you seriously going to be fed like that and turn up your nose? Liverpool's 12th man says, we played to our level of competition today, but still, so we have too much talent, home confides, and this game was never in doubt. Placeholder for our trip to Brighton. I hear him, but should it be that way? Should we have not put the game to bed? Is it hard psychologically to get up for these kind of games? Because he's right. I was never doubting we're going to, draw, God forbid, lose. It was never in doubt. I was frustrated that we couldn't quicken up the tempo of our passing. That was the only 2-3 times that we quickened up the passing and we sliced through them like a hot knife through butter. Easy, light work. But we refused to. Don't know if we refused to do it or we couldn't do it or what was it?
I think we more relish in the fact that there will be more chances in the game. I think there was an element of miss one. Okay, there's gonna be 4 more anyway. So like me saying we're gonna score 6, I know we can create 6 chances against this team. So if the players was also thinking that, you can see a bit of, I'm not saying they were complacent, but you can see the element of playing to their level, because let's be honest, were they really that much of a threat besides the set pieces and a few, silly mistakes, turning over possession? Did they really cut us open from, you know what I mean?
No,
Quansah
once.
was just back there.
They were chilling. Our centre backs had so much time on the ball. even Simicast was annoying me. I'm not gonna lie. He's not doing great auditions, man. I'm a little bit shook if Robertson has to miss a couple of games. I'm a little bit shook.
Nah,
Simicast is
this
not
game gave me
in.
confidence, man.
He's
Simi's all right. Put in some dangerous balls as well, man. Simi for
You
me.
see my face.
Yeah, no, but Grizz, listen, we've never really been on the same page. You're one way and I'm the other. You know what I'm saying? You're telling me you're not confident in Simi if Robbo's out. I'm telling you, you give Simi 5 games. 5 games.
Oh, I know your theory about. You know what I mean? Because I remember you
Bro,
saying
you
about
can't
the.
expect man to just because he's a professional, he can just run in the pitch cold, bro. Man has no real rhythm in his legs, bro. No real rhythm. Tell me when have Simi ever been on rhythm?
But to balance that, we've just discussed the 2 games he's played. Oh, he played in the League Cup game as well. That's 3 games he's played now, right?
Yeah, but he was up against all Brighton, which is a machine.
So 3. So he's played 1, 2, 3 games. Am I right, people? 3 games.
Yeah, played 3 games.
Okay, so he's played 3 games.
Europe.
Okay, he's played 3 games,
Yeah.
and we know the level of opposition apart from the Leicester game hasn't been too tough, and he's had a lot of time and space. He just looks like a guy who don't sleep much.
Bro, we've played 10 games and he's played 3 out of the 10.
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough for him to get rhythm this season?
I think one's
Do the
enough.
numbers.
I think one's enough.
Grizz, come on, bro.
You want 10. So hold on. Potentially he could be playing 5-6 games in Europa, right? And you want him to get rhythm by the 5th.
No, but Grizz, you're talking about
time's up, bro.
No, but Grizz, you're talking about potential games and actual games. All Brighton, even if Leicester played 10 games so far, all Brighton plays all 10. So to come up against a guy who has 10 game in his leg and you only have 2 going into your 3rd game, who's on more rhythm? You are the guy that has 10 game in his legs. It's a rhythm game, bro.
Simi, I think needs to go next year. He's not a bad player.
Go next year. For who?
But he's not good to oust, basically, Robbo. How you say that word? Usurp. He's not good enough. He's not good enough to oust Robbo.
Usurp. Robbo means like to overthrow.
Yeah. No, I know what it means, but I didn't know if it's usurp or usurp.
Hey, usurp. I think it's where you're from. On the equator and one of them hemispheric ones.
Mm-hmm. I look. I don't know what he lacks, bro.
But you know what's
he's a good footballer. He's a good footballer. He's good on the ball.
Here's what we need to just be balanced as fans as well, though. And if I'm out of line, say I'm out of line. It is okay to have some players, not all, in your team that will never, out the guy ahead of him. Because you cannot have a guy like that in all positions. So let's say Quansah is going to be the VVD. Okay, that is dope. We can take that one. Let's say, Bisetic is going to do the Mac Allister when Mac Allister moves on, or Endo, Bisetic goes up that level. Jones, he's young enough. Elliott, he's young enough. Gravenberch, he's young enough. Salah, we don't have a guy for Salah. So I don't want to see getting rid of Simicast to get a guy that's going to potentially challenge Rabo when the guy after Salah is Doak. I'd rather get a guy in between Salah and Doak before. You see what I'm trying to say? So it's okay, but eventually we're going to have to address that. You understand what I'm trying to say? If there's an opportunity to get a guy going down that shouldn't be going down, or a guy runs out of contract and he's in between Simi and Rabo, and the deal is right now, I sound like an FSG guy. Grab that guy. But to break the bank, we shouldn't break the bank for that position, Grizz. I think there's other areas we can tighten up on a little bit. Maybe flirt with your guy Caldwell, see what he's doing after Chelsea comes 12 or 13 again.
I like a couple of shouts in the chat. He says, Captain Robbo's come to the end. We need a player that is going to take the reins. I agree. I think I know what you mean. Like, sometimes it's okay not to have a player that's we're not at the level we're operating, Colonel. We're looking to operate at Man City levels. Now, they had Gvardio at left back yesterday, and then they've got man like Nathan Ake to step in, or Stones wasn't even playing. Um, kind of the levels that we're aspiring to be. Now, look at the names I'm reeling off for them people, right? We can do
No, no,
something, man. We
but
can do
but but
better than
here's the
Simi.
thing.
My point is, we can do better than Simicast, I think now.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. What I just said holds so much weight that if you look at City, when Rodri goes down, the next guy is Phillips. Phillips is on the same level as Simicast. Phillips will never usurp Rodri. So it position to position in certain teams, you'll always have that one position.
I hear
And I'm
you.
not saying City are okay with, they probably go get a 6 in January just to make sure they're good, which would nullify my argument. But the point is, you're always going to have that one position where it's okay if he can't get him out, as long as he can come in, just prevent the roof from caving in, catch a few waters, stop the leak. You'd be like, all right, cool, well, we've made it. But if it's boiling down to getting rid of him, I'm on board, of course. I'll probably go get, a Stupian or something like that. But I don't want to break the bank for it. You know what I mean?
David says Dom Cornes is Rob's successor. Dom Cornes, I've watched quite a bit of in the kids' football. He's not a left back, David. He's not a left back at all. Dom Cornes is a nice player, cultured left foot, and he's very comfortable on the ball. He looks good to the eye, but he's not no Robbo's successor, man. This is the guy I want, man. Hugo Bierno from Wolves. If not him, the one they got currently, which is the one always has a good game against Ayet Nouri, as Shane says, man. There's some good left backs out there. I got a super chat by number 17. He says, "Big up, Grizz. What did you get from Farmhouse?" Right, you're taking me back a few weeks, bro. Or even at least a 3 weeks. I got I can't remember what it's called, man. What's that thing called, man? Where it's chicken, cheese. That's the two items. That's the main ingredients. Someone in the chat will know what I mean. The two main ingredients is chicken and cheese. People, let me know. I know you're gonna get it right. Yeah, we're gonna do player ratings, bro. We're gonna come up to the player ratings in a minute. Chicken and cheese, man. What's it called, man? Someone's gonna know.
I
In the
said
chat,
chicken and cheese is the two main ingredients, bro. That
yeah,
can
here
be
we go.
anything.
Here we go.
Chicken parmesan, that's what it is. But is that the main? Wait, what do you eat chicken parmesan with? Yeah, now I'm confused. But I think that's it, ain't it?
So it was chicken parmesan, and it had potatoes in it, and it had.
Was it a sandwich or is it a pasta?
Nah,
What did you eat it with?
Bro, I can't explain it. It was like a big off piece of parmesan with potatoes in it and meat in it and chicken in it, and it was ooh la la. But anyway, we digress. We digress. Pixelated Pigeon in the building. He says, "Big up Grizz and Zuberry. Smash the like button, people. Follow if you haven't. So close to 35k. We're gonna wrap it up very soon. This 35k business, man. It just looks good, man. And then we're gonna go on to 40k and 50k and all of them things. Nunez was looking what? What was Nunez looking
Concerning.
to you? Nunez. So we know Nunez from the last game was motivated, was about to come on against Spurs and for sure get the winner for us. But unfortunate circumstances, we know meant he didn't come on. And people were saying, "Yo, he's ready. Well, let's unleash the animal that is."
I was expecting a hat trick. I was expecting a Nunez hat trick.
What did he just fit in with the atmosphere that was low key? He didn't see the midfield and the Virgil wasn't there. He didn't see his people. It was like the midweek team. But that's not good enough in my eyes, man. Man has to be hungry. I told you what I want my number 9 to be. I want him to kill the stats. Kill him. And we talk later.
Stat padding in that, yeah?
I don't give a shit. Stat pad and we talk later. Because Zuberi, every time he misses that kind of chance, every time he's gonna just, because that was a scintillating, nice move, just tap the ball in and talk later. Because in a couple of months' time or whatever, when people say, yeah, Nunez, 16 starts and 13 goals, nobody's going to remember that was a tap-in. Like our grandmother, if they're alive, bless them, could have scored them. Nobody's going to talk about it. Now, what's going to happen is people are still talking about, yo, did you see that miss? Just when we think Nunez is turned around the corner, look at him missing open goals. I don't want this
what it
pressure to
is
build
as
up.
well. It's having that big dog, not them little chihuahua little. It's having that big dog, and he's and you take him off the leash, and he's not even doing it. You're like, bro, man's just all bark, no bite. That's what he's getting into, man. Like I said, it's concerning. You buy this man to hold down the fourth and guard the farm and all this good stuff. And man's just out there barking all day, but it's not even doing nothing. Coyotes just picking off your chickens and all that, bro.
See what I'm saying? He's got to be.
Bro, now you're standing there, and it's like, man, I know you got to do like the big six and that. I don't have them type of energy to go into the ring like that, week in and week out when the guy I'm supposed to be defending is Nunez. The guy I'm supposed to defend is Nunez. Where you going? You're basically going in there and be like, all right, so everyone gets 2 free punches for the 2 misses. All right, go ahead. So you're going in there already beat up. You're going in there taking a few punch unnecessarily.
They'll be really messing. The brothers in the big six, they already put in a group WhatsApp Nunez and then the eyes emoji and then all that business. And I'm thinking.
So you already know, yeah. It's already a free slap in that atmosphere. And what are you gonna say? Well, he looks up for it when he was going for Spurs.
Stu says Nunez needs a few more sessions with Bielsa. He'll give him the same molding that made Batistuta and Militao to say he influenced them the most. Bro, Batistuta was the coldest mother you ever see, man. If he ends up anything remotely like Batistuta, man, we'll be laughing. At the moment, he's reminding me a lot of Cavani. His movement, his energy levels, everything is there. His passion, everything is there except cold-blooded finishing. Now I know it's harsh.
That's not a good comparison. That's not a good comparison. Because here's the thing: when Cavani is on it, he's on it. But it's like you never really know. There's never really he's on fire for 10 games. And you know how I feel about the 10 games. If you can't be hot for 10 games, bro, you're not it. I don't want you at my team if you can't be hot for 10 games.
Oh, sorry. Militao, of course. Militao, yeah. Diego Militao. My bad. I hear you. Okay, maybe it's not a great comparison. I don't think it's a bad comparison in terms of Uruguayan movement, hairstyle. I'm being real, innit? I'm being real. But listen, he puts that chance. Then he gets another one where it's a much more difficult chance. A lovely ball from Konate. Man takes it on his chest, left foot, bang, keeper makes a couple of good saves still. And then we think, yo, he's going to have one of those games in it because he made a mad save. I'm very surprised you didn't big him up for the Salah save, you being the keeper's union. Then he makes that Nunez save. And then the opening goal comes and it's a pure F up from the keeper. Trent breaks. It's like from their corner, Trent breaks, gives it to Nunez, who gives it back to Trent. And by then, the best player on the pitch, comfortably, along with Elliott, Ryan Gravenberch scores his first goal with a nice tapping. Talk to me about that, and then talk to me about Ryan Gravenberch, because he was nice. That's the best way of putting his performance, because I'm not going to big him up overly because the opposition were rank. They were rank.
Nah, you can't do that, man. You have to say...
But I think his
performance... The introduction of him should go something like this. Ryan Gravenberch coming into...
Yeah, but you're going to contradict yourself, and I'm going to jump on your neck.
Nah.
I am.
Relax, bro. Nah,
watch.
Hear me out.
Watch.
Ryan Gravenberch coming off 2 assists. Coming off 2 assists coming into this game. You're expecting at least an assist. And a goal would have been the bonus. Didn't get the assist, but he got the goal. And when I see him driving with the ball, I keep forgetting it's him because he has that almost Gakpo-esque type of driving with it, looks after it very well, full of energy. I wanted him to start over Curtis. I don't think Curtis should be starting over this guy, but I do respect the hierarchy that Klopp is trying to keep and giving Jones his opportunity, rightfully due. But Gravenberch is coming into this team and he's doing what Elliott is trying to do. There's a difference between doing something and trying to do it. You can appreciate the effort for trying to do it, but when a man is doing it, Grizz, you have to give man their flowers.
But this is what I'm trying to say. This is where the contradiction is.
How is it a contradiction? Bro,
Let me land.
Gravenberch is doing what Elliott is trying to do.
Let me land. I'm not taking anything away from Gravenberch. I agree with what you said about Gravenberch. By the way, mad stat. Gravenberch, I read it somewhere. Hold on. Is the first player to score or assist in his first 3 games for Liverpool. Since you know who? Anybody know? In all competition, the first player to score or assist in his 3 games since Milan Baros, Milan Baros.
But it's 3-3. So
that's what I'm saying.
Bro, mad stat, bro. Mad stat.
But let me come back to the thing. Well, I said, look, where's Gravenberch's rhythm come from?
Nah, you know what, man? Let me see. I think somebody's calling me, bro. Let me. Here's the thing. Thank you for bringing it up. You thought I was gonna backtrack?
No,
never. Nah. Let me answer the question because you thought I was gonna backtrack. You thought I was gonna backtrack. We're talking levels. Remember, I said in some position you're gonna have a guy that cannot go to that level. Thank you for proving the point. Gravenberch is of the caliber that can go to that level. But here's the thing:
that's the level we're aspiring to. So we know Curtis Jones is missing on Brighton and the next couple of games. We know Ryan Gravenberch is showing us levels to be able to deputize for Curtis, right? We want to do the same for Tsimikas and Robertson. That's what I'm saying to you.
Nah, but what you're trying to do, and I feel like it's very disrespectful, and that's why I say I'm not even backing down or getting caught out. Bro, you cannot put Gravenberch on Tsimikas' level to say he's a deputy to Curtis. Curtis is holding Gravenberch's place. And guess what? Him getting sent off, he may never come back in unless he's rotated in.
Calma.
Grizz, you cannot tell me you got
Don't
Curtis
go
over
hold on. I know about your Curtis agenda. We're going to speak soon about Curtis. No, don't worry about that. You think I've forgotten about you and your Curtis Jones agenda? No. Speak soon, brother. Speak soon. But anyway, Vegan Sports Bar sends in a super chat. He says, Grizz, do you still think Nunez will be remembered as the better striker than Torres? What do you think, Colonel, as well? Vegan Sports Bar is asking us, do you think the legacy of Nunez will be bigger than Torres?
Torres had what, a season and a half, like a really top level before he went to Chelsea. If I'm going off just that, and I'm going off the fact that Nunez will be here for 4 years, Nunez has time to aspire to be that, but whether or not will be down to him. Like, I can say here he has the potential to, but it will be on him to fulfill that potential. Is he giving me any confidence he will? No. And that's right now. So that's dated to today. As of today, I would have to say no. Because I was banking on him giving me a hat trick. The opponent was screaming for him to stat pad, and he couldn't even do that. So where does that leave me? Where does that leave you with him?
I've been thinking about this kind of question and sort of the comparisons, right? I think he's going to have a bigger legacy than Torres. I think he's going to end up having a bigger legacy than Torres. Torres, you got to remember, was dynamite, but only for maximum 2 seasons, would you say? Max. Torres was dynamite for 2 seasons. I think I think you're looking at 3-4-4 for Nunez, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, but is it gonna be 3-4 Dynamite or 3-4 Origi settings?
No. He's come on. See what I'm saying? No. He's gonna be better than Origi. Allow that.
No. What I did there is Origi's a legend. He's just not a Torres.
I hear you.
You see what I'm trying to say? So yeah, bro, don't be trying to twist up nothing, man. Origi's a legend out here, you know. But it's Nunez, bro. Because here's the thing: Nunez against Newcastle, that was an Origi moment. Comes in, you know what I'm saying? Beat up 2 goals in that. You're like, yo, nah, this guy's fire. You put him up against Union, and you're like, the hell's going on, man? So it's just
but Nunez, you know, could have done better on a few occasions. Mohamed Salah was, I don't know, man. He wasn't feeling today. I don't know why he came out of bed. Why did he come out of bed for this, man? Like Mohamed Salah.
I don't think.
No,
he was
put your feet
start.
up. I didn't think that as well. Put your feet up.
It could have been a last minute one. He was like, "Yo, boss, you sure?" And Papa's like, "Yeah, just wrap the game up early and go back."
And then we talk afterwards. Yeah. Relax.
Yeah. I think it was one of them ones.
Because he didn't.
I really think it was one of them ones.
Because Salah's been on fire recently, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm really like." Remember the cameo he put in last game where he came on and he took the piss out of that other team in the last 15 minutes.
He didn't look up for it for some reason. Maybe he did, and it was just Nunez dragging him down. Yeah, I don't know, it was a weird one.
Not only Nunez though. We're gonna come to Diogo Jota. I can't watch him on the left. It's a very difficult watch on the left.
It's not even on the left, you know. In the middle, the ball bounced off him way too much. I'm like, it's like watching a charity game with them older men that lost the touch. They had it, lost it. And it's like, bro, why can't you trap the ball, bro?
Why is it not crisp?
Bro,
it's not tight, man.
It's like, I don't even want to use this word, but sloppy and just flabbing all over the place. And it's like, bro, who are you, bro? We need to be able to play the ball off you if you're in the middle. If you're on the left, like you said, Grizz, it doesn't look right. Where does he play? Because can't go through the middle. Looks terrible off the left. It's a tough watch.
I think he's just having a bit of. I think he's just having a bit of that time of the season where he's just hopefully getting into form. You know, Diogo Jota will never look pretty on the eye. He's just not that kind of player, guys. I don't know what the chat thinks, man. Diogo Jota's never gonna be your Bergkamp, Bobby Firmino type of players. We've been accustomed to Bobby Firmino. We've been accustomed to Sadio Mane as our 2 strikers, either the ones that go through the middle or the one that plays on the left. He's not a Bobby. He's not a Sadio. He's Diogo Jota.
I will give him one opportunity.
Shall I say something? Check this one out. No, check this one out. Comparison time. People, let me land. Do you see the comparison between him and Dirk Kuyt? Dirk Kuyt, sometimes he was a difficult watch, but he was integral to the team. You relied on him, and a good finisher.
I see what you're doing there, you know. I see what you're doing there, but I see what you do.
I'm just putting it out in that Liverpool atmosphere, the Liverpool community circles.
Because Dirk on the wing at times.
Horrible.
Yeah, horrible. Then he tried to do a cross and it goes in the back of the net, and you're like, did my man mean that? Because here's the thing. Well, I'm trying not even to see it.
Always there.
Sometimes Jota scores, and you're like, did he mean that? But then we say he's Jota the Shatter, but
no. But see, this is where they're different. Now, I just put it out there, people. Don't go mad. Don't go wild. I'm not saying like for like, but I'm seeing elements. I'm seeing in terms of, I never used to enjoy watching Dirk Kuyt play out there. I used to say, put Dirk Kuyt through the middle. If you're going to play him through the middle.
No, you were saying that about Kuyt.
Yeah, I used to say that about Kuyt. I used to hate him on the left or the right. I said, play him through the middle. Because people are saying Dirk Coit was more technical. I hear that 100%. But the difference being, this is the big key difference. Jota, still all of the players, you want me to have a chance fall at a player's feet? I want it to fall at Jota's feet. In the box, here and there, Jota is the one for me, bro. And we're gonna get onto the goal. Halftime comes 1-0. I think Jurgen Klopp was fed up as well. He take off Salah, he take off Nunez, and he take off Endo. Do you want to talk about Endo, or are we just relaxing? Again, game week 3, he only played 3-4 games. No problem. Do you want to speak about him without us going overboard?
I think it's not even I don't even need a runway. I'm just gonna crash in on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I think Klopp is realizing that the Mac Allister purchase, Mac Allister, great guy. I'm starting to think Klopp is looking at that guy going, you're a bit of a liability. We're not quite carrying you in the team, but you're a bit of a liability. So the stopgap is going to stop the liability that you are being until you're ready to take it off the stopgap. I think Endo starts weekend.
Say that last sentence again.
Endo starts over Mac Allister moving forward until Mac Allister is ready to take it off.
I'll
give you an analogy with another player in another team. Tonali, me and the man them chopping up Tonali, right? Cold player. No one will debate that. He goes to Newcastle. The way Newcastle plays, it's difficult to play him and Bruno side by side. The glue to Newcastle's midfield is Whitestaff, aka Longstaff. Longstaff is not the quality of player Tonali is, but he's what the team needs. Endo isn't the quality of player Mac Allister is, but Endo is actually what the team needs. Endo starts weekend.
I don't want. People are going mad in the comments. You've triggered people.
Here's the thing, people. Go to your local flower shop and have your flowers ready. I will collect all flowers on the weekend.
Let me just. People are sending me messages, even, brother. What are you saying, man? What's this one?
And you know what's also interesting. You see, Mac Allister came on and did what he did. How many of those are we gonna allow and talk about jokes? Because like, here's the thing. When I say everything I'm saying is all facts, clip this up, put it as your screensaver, whatever. The man by himself is a quality baller. But for Liverpool, every game he plays, he drops up with a liability moment. Now we can overlook them like, nothing came of it. Calm, wild, right? Still at the clean sheet. Check the record. Every game he's played, he's conceded a moment. Are you comfortable with that? Because nothing has come from it. When is it going to be a concern, Chris? That's my question to you.
No, a couple of times I hear that. A couple of times. But it's controversial, people are saying, bro. And that's the nicest comment you got.
Listen, it's not bro, like I said, if I have two guys and they're running in one position and one of them is always solid, you can call it a solid 6, and one of them goes in there and he's fluctuating from a 8 performance to a 4, red card, racking up yellow cards after yellow cards. We can debate those decisions with the referee and PGMOL, but the fact still remains, right? At some point, you're going to have to go with the balanced guy.
I hear you, but Endo,
bro, this is not even a fan agenda, bro. This is football and talk. We're talking right now.
Endo, look, profile-wise, maybe I see what you're doing with the balance of the profile of two players that we're looking. I see what you're giving the analogy and the example of Tonali and Bruno haven't been quite as fire as a long staff in there or something. I know what you mean. By the way, people, he's not talking about Hendo, he's talking about Endo. Anyway, but I'm a great topic saying ambulance for the captain, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. Ambulance for the captain. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Endo
collecting all
profile,
awards.
Endo profile wise, I hear what you mean, and I see that profile wise in terms of the strengths that a DM brings you, the comfort, the security, the defensive awareness, the physicalities of a DM. But Endo ain't got that. I'm not saying McAllister's fitting in with the more progressive, ball playing, patient football that Jurgen Klopp is trying to play this season. And yeah, there's going to be hairy moments. And yeah, there has been hairy moments. But I've seen hairy moments with Endo like that as well. So it is for me, it's still a little bit of an issue. Shall I tell you who's the best? Shall I tell you who's the best? Those two names don't even be mentioned when I got the Hungarian Steven Gerrard to do everything. Everything. He can do that. He can be your 8. He can be your double pivot. He can be your right winger. He can be your bro. Dominic Szoboszlai. So if you want to do that and you want to bring in a profile, play Dominic Szoboszlai and then play Curtis Jones and Gravenberch, for example. If you want to leave Maka out, because not everyone is gonna disagree with you. I hear you about the Maka. There's an angle that we could have a conversation. You know, you said, when do we have a conversation? There could be a conversation. But if there's a conversation, it's not Endo coming into the conversation. No. It's Szoboszlai could come into that conversation, and then Gravenberch and Curtis Jones, the way they're playing. Would you come with me here a little bit?
Nah, because you're putting Jones up in there still. But anyways, I'll go.
People.
Nah, I'll go Hendo, Szoboszlai, and Gravenberch.
You're doing too much with this Endo, man. Just because he sounds like
bro.
You're doing too much with him. You're doing too much.
Bro, you know this is my guy, bro. I said man deserve this in his head, bro. That man cook.
I know. That's what it is. You got a soft spot for him. Look, we make the triple change at halftime. I anticipated some kind of changes. Yeah, I wanted Salah to come off. Game's not wrapped, but he makes the changes. The second half was poor, Colonel. We couldn't get a grip. We got the grip of the game. We didn't let them out until the last 10 minutes. I didn't enjoy it. The rhythm wasn't there. Too many changes, right? Because you made 9 changes from the lineup in the first place. Then you make another 3 on top. You're mixing, matching. Harvey Elliott's gone wide, right? I think Curtis Jones is dropped in there. Jota's gone through the middle. And Diaz has gone through the left.
Yeah, the combos. I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but the combos needs a bit more work. I don't think, and because it's year 1 of the new team, I don't think all the combos are clicking at the moment. Jota isn't a link guy, which we all know. Diaz needs a guy to feed off of, so he's not feeding off Jota. Elliott is trying to be some sort of an impact. Once again, Jota ain't a link guy. So Elliott gets the ball, there's no one to link it with, so he almost has to go backwards. Gomez wasn't really doing the overlapping thing because he's coming through the middle, which isn't a strong suit of his, but I like the fact that he was courageous enough to step in there. In the middle now, Jones did his thing. I think he was probably, number 3 as far as most impressive player in the second half. So he was kind of holding up, but once again, it's almost like Elliott was just isolated over there. Not really a lot of combos till Szoboszlai came on. Szoboszlai kind of worked with him a little bit because he's another player that needs someone to feed off of. So it's just too many changes, and I don't think we've played enough games with these combos, to kind of learn each other. And I think we're playing it safe as well, possession-based, not really forcing it as well. So it was good to see that we kind of practiced that. Khanage, Quansah looked a bit comfortable, didn't really have a lot of headaches to deal with. More like a training session. Really,
it became a bit of a training session.
Game management, yeah.
Game management.
I'll take that.
So the big tall guy, Nielsen, couldn't get no change out of Konate. Konate like sent him packing. Like, go away, man. You're not little. You big oaf. You know what I mean? You're not ready for
They
this.
had a pace merchant up there that Quansah just ran
Well,
down
this
on
is what I
man.
was gonna. Well, this is what I was gonna say. So King Konate deals with the Nilsson guy. Then they replaced the Nilsson guy with some brother from Ecuador. Is it Ecuadorian people? Let me know in the chat. Was it Ecuador? He
Let me
comes
pull up
on.
my guy real quick.
He comes on and he decides to pull up on Quansah's side. He starts roughing up and trying to outpace Quansah. So Quansah has been strolling through the game and suddenly has a physical force to deal with. I'm not gonna lie, Colonel. I thought he dealt with him very nicely. Again, the
I
Quansah. I want to
was
see Quansah.
nervous.
No problem. He's a young guy. He's up
No. But
against.
I was nervous until
Oh,
he
you was
dealt with.
nervous.
Yeah, because the guy was ahead of him, 2 paces ahead of him. He ran man down, grabbed man up by the shirt, said, "Liquor boy,
No
easy."
problem. No
Because
problem.
the dude he is Ecuadorian, Kevin
Okay.
Rodriguez, 23
Okay.
years old, not that much older than Quansah, but Quansah's like, fam, you're too young.
You're
You're
too
too
young.
young. You're too young. You ain't got this, bro. Drapes him up, pulled him back strategically, not enough for a foul. You know what I'm saying? Tussle him up a bit. I can't be 23 and a 20-year-old man deal with me like that.
No, I liked
Quansah
it.
disrespected him.
No, I liked it.
Disrespected him.
I want him to do that though. I want Quansah to be nasty. I want Quansah to grow up wanting to be like what's your brother's name, man? The Italian, the mad one, Juve. My mind's gone blank.
Nah, not them, man.
Yeah,
Dark Arts. The Dark
yeah.
Arts captain. Nah, you're sending them too far.
No. See, I want him to be that because Konate's
Grizz,
too
I
much.
hear what you're saying. We don't have one of them. I hear what you're saying. I see it. But do we really want to go down that path? Now you're ready for war. No, I believe you. You're ready for war.
And I think Kwanzaa's got that in him, Say it, whisper it quietly. Don't let people know.
Don't let them know.
Don't let people know. No, bro, I'm having a conversation with you here. Don't let people know. I think Kwanzaa's got that nasty, beastie, likes to defend, likes to get dirty, and he's Chris on the ball. So whisper it quietly. I think we have one of the centre backs that finally knows about the dark arts, and he's
worried. I hear what you're saying, and I agree with you. I was worried because to see a man 2 paces ahead, maybe a pace and a half ahead of a young 20-year-old centre back, and you're like, what are you gonna do? Quansah, what are you gonna do? The way he got back there, hit him with the dark arts, and mopped it up.
Pulling on the shirt. Look, he could have got. Look,
Well, it was so close to. No, it was so close to his body. It looks like a 50-50.
I was gonna say, there's gonna be times
when he released him, released him like a little bitch. Excuse my language. Get the F out of here.
But there was another bit. There was another part where it could have been given a penalty. You see that little push. Yeah.
Nah. Yeah. Don't do the could have been. Nah. Let's whisper this again.
No. I'm gonna be honest.
You need to do that.
I know you need to do that. The guy was ahead of him. That could have been a nice little tap in for him, right? So sometimes he's gonna get away with it. Sometimes he's not gonna get away with it. But the fact that he's thinking like that and he's acting upon it and he's acting like nothing happened. I'm seeing little glimpses, man. I'm seeing little glimpses. Great Top's telling us in Warrington. The dark arts come naturally. He goes, where we live, Grizz, the dark arts come naturally. I like the sound of that. I'm not gonna lie, we kept a clean sheet at the end of it. They were a big team, a few set pieces near the end, a few half breaks. But it was comfortable. And of course, the story always ends with Diego Jota coming on and just, if there's a chance, I told you in it, he's just going to put it away, right? What are we saying? I told you,
Back
if
to
anyone,
goal.
if there's a
Getting this
chance,
guy's back to goal is not where you want him. You want him running at goal. Running
this,
at goal, I back that guy 10 times out of 10. Once we got that moment, I'm like, you know what? We're idiots. This guy back cannot be to goal. This guy is a running in on goal type of guy. Coming short and doing all that, bro. That's not that. He's not here for that, bro. So we need to work with this guy's strength. Getting this guy running to goal, you back him 10 times out of 10. Took his chance brilliantly, and he didn't have much of those, to be fair to him. He had one where he was trying to run between two guys. The only help he had was Elliott, and it kind of got stuck up underneath his feet and that. But he took his opportunity brilliantly. And we kind of needed it towards the end as well, because they were trying to think and maybe they can get a draw out the game. I think we left it a bit too late.
Tight, yeah, a bit too tight for my liking.
Yeah. But also, you know, this is Liverpool. This is what they do. They have the opportunity to keep the heart rates low for the fans. Even Klopp was like, who's
Yeah, Klopp was, he was. And look, at the end of the day, you know, I wasn't ever worried. We're not going to be worried about getting out of the group. That's us done pretty much. We've played the top two teams. Actually, Toulouse got a victory today. So they go to 4 points. We're on 6 points. It would have been nice if that was a draw game today. That would have been very nice if that game was a draw. But Toulouse beat Lask 1-0 at home. We play a double header now with Toulouse, home and away. If we wrap them up home and away, that's us. Then we can focus on the last two games on pure. Actually, we don't. We're just going to continue. We're just going to carry on, right? Because we're just going to keep playing the B team, the midweek game, the midweek team. We're not going to call them the B team. All right, we're going to call them the B team. Who cares, man? They know they're the B team.
Yeah, no, it's the second team. And to be fair, I predicted everyone besides Allison, which was a shocker because of the knock.
Yeah.
I only got left wing wrong. I predicted that entire team. And that is good when you know the B team.
Yeah.
So they just need to get more rhythm. And, you know, maybe Simicast can come up a level. I know I'm giving him way too much chance, but I don't think he's gotten that run. A man don't get 10 games in his leg. I don't judge him too much. We don't get to 10 games in a season. I don't criticize people heavily. You need them games in. And if we can wrap the group up early, 9 points when the next best guy is on like 5 or 6, it's comfortable, man. You can give some guys coming back from injury, you can give them their little run out there. It takes the pressure off the other competition. You know what I'm trying to say? So handling business, it's not very sexy the way we're, you know, dusting them off a bunch of 3-1 victories and that. 2-0, we'll take that, man. Clean sheets, nice. You know what I'm saying? Something
it is. 100%. Look, if we take away the debacle, the monstrosity, the injustice, the nastiness of the Spurs situation in the game and everything around it, it's been a very, very comfortable base to build on. We're pretty much through to the next round. I think we're going to beat Toulouse home and away. So that will put us, 12 points? That's pretty much the group leaders won, right? Because Toulouse are second, they're on 4 points, sorry. So I can't see the other two games being one team winning both, if you know what I mean, to come back in the picture for finishing first, because that's our objective. So we finished first.
We're top of the group, bro. We to
finished
be
the
honest,
top. We
should have been in Manchester United's group, and they should have been in this group.
Yeah,
to be honest.
Yeah, don't talk about that. That was messy, man. Watching Man United trying to play Champions League football was disgusting. Yo, where's the man then, man? Where's Natraj and all of them, man? We're gonna hook up the call in. Let's see if they got the balls to call in, man. Because we ain't spoken to them, man. We're gonna hook up the call-in show. But listen, Jota wraps it up nicely. No injuries, as far as I can read and understand and listen. No injuries. Brighton's gonna be a whole different ball game. Brighton are not gonna be easy. Ain't easy. Shout out my brother Saeed. Ain't easy. But we have to go there. We must go there. And I'd say collect 3 points, Colonel.
And a hat trick. I keep saying it. We need that. We can't be going into these much games and Brighton got center forward doing hat tricks and that. And Big bad Liverpool can't even get a decent brace, bro.
It's going to be hectic, but people, we will be there. I'm actually going to the game, so wish me luck. Because after the last game, I was distraught on the way back. That referees and VAR had me crying, man. I don't want to hear no. I don't want to feel.
Wait, before we push off tangent, and I just want to stick to the game because I saw one brother. I don't know if he doesn't speak English or not. I have a very English name. I never said Mac Allister isn't good enough, so I don't know where you get that from. I doesn't say I want to replace man with Endo.
Go on, we're gonna let you have the final song and explain yourself. So Shane says, for the people that are listening on audio and on audio and Spotify platforms. So Shane sends his channel member, by the way, big up Shane. He says, Zuberi, man, I can't get you. Trying to say Simi is poor because of his run of games, but think Maka isn't good enough and wants to replace him with Endo. Wild, mate.
I'd rather you put the context of what I was saying in there because I thought I broke that down.
You say it.
Bro, the context to, let's start with Simi. How many games Simi played this season? 3. So man played 3 games. 3 games. Before that, how many games Simicast played? How many games Simicast played?
3. How many?
No, I'm saying before this season, how many games Simicast played?
Oh, a season or overall? Well, he plays about.
Bro, man's never getting a 5-game run. Am I saying he deserves 5-game run? All I'm saying is the context of how you judge players and players' performance. If a guy has 3 games in his leg and he's coming up a guy against 10 games in his leg, bro, the favor is in the guy who had more games in his legs, irregardless of who you are, unless you're like this bad boy like a Gravenberch. Simi and a Gravenberch. We've never seen the best of Simi. So we're just going to say we actually bought a dead player? Is that what we're really saying? Because then we wouldn't have to entertain that conversation. That's Simicast down. Mac Allister, he comes in. Player for player, levels ahead of Endo. Levels ahead of Endo. Mac Allister's performance, what you can say he's not a 6 or not a 6. What are we going to say about him? If he's not the guy for the position, and we have a guy for the position, and he's not making the position his, are we just going to leave him there as a luxury player, Grizz? Would you want to just leave a man in the team? Just to be a luxury because of he won the World Cup in the last World Cup? If you give a man the shirt and the run out, and he's not making a position his, and you have another guy on the bench, you're not going to give the other guy a shot because of the profile of the guy on the pitch? Because if that's what we're doing, then I don't quite get football anymore. Because what we're basically saying is Gravenberch shouldn't start over Jones. Has Jones really made the position his? Because Gravenberch in 3 games got 2 goals and 1 assist. 1 goal, 2 assists. What Curtis been doing in them 3 games? Just managing it? He's not running the games. So you have to give the men the shirt and the opportunity. It's a competitive game, bro. If man ain't making a position his and the next man is there, you have to give the next man the opportunity. If he comes and he's not doing much better, then you put man back in there.
Well, you might. So basically, in the pre-match interview, Jurgen Klopp has hinted, people. So he was asked about the substitutions. Hold on, let me cough. He was asked about the Endo substitution and why he brought him off. And some people are saying he intimated that he might have to start against Brighton.
Bro, I know football. I'm not out here just loving men because of accolades, bro. I'm watching the game, bro. No man can tell me Mac Allister in the 6 is so nice and pristine that a man like Endo shouldn't get an opportunity to play against Brighton.
So there, people are suggesting that it could be Mac Allister moves up instead of Curtis Jones. So it's Curtis Jones, Szoboszlai, and then Endo as the 6.
So Mac Allister gets the shout over even
Gravenberch.
I'll allow that, but I'd rather see Gravenberch in there. But
It's conversation time.
it's conversation. You know what I'm saying? We're talking now. But yeah, but
It's
don't twist it up like
conversation time.
I don't know football, mate, because I said something that you don't like. You got your opinion. Put it out there. Let me see what you're saying.
Well, if listen, if Endo starts against Brighton, we all have to come back. The Colonel will be here. We all have to come back.
I'm just saying, bro. Go to your local flower shop. Get me my flowers.
100%.
I like roses too.
Listen, yo, I want a whole heap of flowers in the chat if Endo starts. I'm telling you now, you have to spam the chat with flowers. If
you know what I want. You know what I want. I want Endo to get his first goal as well.
Oh, get out.
I was rooting for.
Listen, people, we're not gonna let.
I said 6-0 for this game. I needed Endo first goal.
Lillian forces Grizzly. Listen to Ziberi. It's that easy, bro. I listen to him, man. He's my dog, man. Come on, man. But you know what I mean. I have to listen to him. I got no choice. He's too much. People, let's wrap it up there, man. Because it was not the most significant game. It wasn't the most exciting game. So we're not gonna hype it up more than it was. But it was business, and we handled it. And we moved on.
Can I ask you one question before we move, bro? What you said about my captain Trent?
Yeah, what do you mean your captain Trent? What's this one? What's this one?
Saying? Ain't nobody really saying nothing too much about my captain, bro. Man, just acting like they've been on that, and they wasn't really on that. You know what I'm trying to say? Captain Trent looks good, you know. I like Captain Trent, bro. I like Captain.
Sunday. Today was a training session. I'm not gonna hype it up. Union Saint-Gilloise or Gallion or whatever, respect, but they weren't good. So Trent, no problem. We talk Sunday how Trent is looking. People, Post Match Khanage with the Colonel and Grizz himself. It's been fun. We're gonna leave you with what is that little outro we got? Intro, outro, holding screen. Colonel, talk soon, bro. All right, people.
All right.
Peace, love, tranquility.